All right, we're live again, another Wednesday night. Let a few people pop up here. Let me put your phone up there.
Which, yeah, we might as well.
Are you already turned on here?
Up here.
Oh, we got nobody yet. Somebody pop up in a minute. Wednesday night live. We're gonna talk about our
most recent investigation in Kinston just this past weekend, and we got a few more announcements we wanted to make. No, I'm just lining up trying to figure this out. Create. See.
Let's see. Well, we got a few things going on.
We're
gonna somebody up here yet.
We're gonna have to look at this, man. Go by.
All right.
Stream RL. Delete.
Got two people on. It looks like. Are you on yet? Trying to start a Twitch here tonight. We're trying to figure it out. Give us just a second.
Yeah, it's recording now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody doing? You know, my name's Riley. That's my dad.
Right.
Behind the camera right now. He's trying to get our other camera set up so we can go live off Twitch as well. We got a few announcements and do a little recap on this past investigation in Kinston. Right. This past weekend, we had the whole plan together.
Let me slide over here. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. What's up, Dylan? Yeah, let us know your name when you get up here because we can't see it, of course.
It still says Facebook user, so just drop your name by your comment if you make a comment, so we'll know it's you commenting.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop up here and so I can see also. So Dylan's up here. Dylan, you want to get on tonight? If you do, I'll send you that link. Are you in incognito mode tonight?
I don't know.
Got 3 people up here. Let us know who's here. Let us know you can see us. Let us know you can hear us. Type your name if you don't mind, at least the first time, so we can tell who we got up here with us. But thank y'all for getting on. We really appreciate it.
We encourage interaction from most all of our members.
All right, Dylan. I'm gonna send you that link. Let's see. I think I am.
You want me to text?
I got it.
Oh,
I
okay.
already got it, man.
All right.
So hey, y'all. Like I said, leave us your name. Hey, Rachel. I see you on my phone. Anyway, we're we'll talk about Saturday night. Man, we had a wild.
It was a wild night.
Wild night. Golly. Let me send Dylan this link so he can get up here. I don't know. Is David available tonight?
Your guess is better than mine. You want?
All right, we're back. Send it to you, Dylan. So, yeah. Hey, everybody. Greg and Riley, a.k.a. Father.
Father here.
So hopefully we're going live on Facebook now and YouTube, and Riley's trying out the Twitch tonight. We'll see what we got going on.
It's on trial run for Twitch currently.
Hey, Christina, thanks for joining us again. Yes, it is shareable. It should be shareable, Rachel. We would greatly appreciate it if you shared it too.
What?
You share it out, like it and share us out, and you get you a Down South t-shirt.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, speaking of that, let me grab one. We ain't shut it in a while.
We actually got to make some more because those numbers are wrong, remember?
Oh, it don't matter.
Okay.
It's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody like it. So, yeah. Rachel, share it and you get one of these Down South t-shirts.
They're pretty bad.
Even though the phone number's wrong, it don't matter. They still look good. You'll look good wearing it, so it don't matter. We still like them. But, yeah, we're going to be printing some more here in the next week or so. We got a few more designs.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. I don't know why,
Not
Rachel.
while you're on live.
No, well, that's Rachel. Oh, it won't let you share on. You sure?
Like us, yeah.
But that was Rachel Cox was trying to share it. Now I have
Well,
no clue, Rachel.
Rachel, try to do it after the live goes off.
Why? Be nice to share it now to get more people on, right?
But, I mean, yeah,
Oh, there's Dylan. We're gonna pop Dylan in here in a second.
yeah. Pop big squeal on.
Wait, let's see. Let him get his camera right. But yeah, we ended up doing a little investigation Saturday night at oh, here's Dylan. Dylan. Dylan has joined us, everybody. So yeah, Dylan, we just get started. You know, naturally, me and Riley wait till the last minute to start going over video. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, yeah, anything you do, we appreciate it, Rachel. But man, I've kind of Dylan. I don't know about you, but I've been thinking about Saturday night that crazy house in Kinston, man. I don't know what the correct name is for that place. You know, we definitely got to name it.
Yeah, it's bad.
I call it a demon house.
Yeah, it's definitely. I want 100% sure before we started, but yeah, I agree. Definitely a demon house.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining, Jenny. Thank you for putting your name also.
Yeah, thank you.
So on our StreamYard, we can't tell. I always see is the comment. We can't see a name, but I do. I got my phone going also. I can see your name on the phone when I glance over. But yeah. Oh, that's Rachel telling Jenny to come join. I thought Jenny was up here.
And check that out. We need this sponsorship.
So he's still shouting out Monster this week.
Still shouting them out. Still needing that sponsorship.
Man, Dylan, we were kind of going through some moments in the live the other night. I don't know. Things started happening real fast after we were there a little while. Mm-hmm. Going back looking at some of the video we had, it was like it was some things happening right to start with, but kind of I say toward the end, man, it was happening fast.
Yeah, definitely more high pace.
Hey, Miss Donna. Hey, Mr. Doug.
Hey, y'all.
Oh.
Oh God!
Little man karate chopped that phone.
Yeah, probably so.
I got to set up right up against the box, and it keeps falling down.
You got a spirit in there moving
it? Maybe. All right. Hopefully it'll stay straight.
Yeah, I got you, Christina. Work comes first. That's Christina.
It said I'm multitasking.
Yeah, she's multitasking. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, man. I'm gonna try to pull in this. We'll get right on into it, man. I guess it's fair to call that place the K-Town Demon House.
Yeah.
We knew it when we went. We've been saying it for weeks. We had a place we were gonna go back to, and I think we all wanted to go. But the moment we stepped on the doorstep of that place, I think it's fair to say all four of us got the same gut-wrenching feeling.
I did in the driveway, looking at the house, the steps to walk in.
Man,
I even told David, I said, there's something different here tonight. I feel it.
So David was with us. David, I don't know if you're going to hop on tonight. It'd be good to add you in. I'll send you a link if you hear us, if you're with us. But David's never been to this place before, and when he got up on the steps, he was like, "Man, I feel sick." Immediately.
Yeah.
So man, there's a sickening feeling. There's I'm just gonna say it. I didn't really think it, but I think there's definitely poltergeist activity in that house. But I think it's fair to say there's definitely a
demonic activity.
Very demonic. Yeah. It feels like it gets on you, and man, it just plays with your emotions. It wears you down.
Yeah.
After we left, And when I got home, I felt like I had, I don't know, felt like I had jogged if I could 15 miles. That's how give out I would have been. It was like it just drained my battery. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I know David, like I said, David had never been there before, but man, David was sick. He was on his knee. Matter of fact, David was in tears.
Yeah.
Not that he was scared or anything, but
That
it
was
was
like 5 minutes after we walked in.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
minutes after we walked in, man, he was just in a mess.
He was crying.
So yeah.
So
Hey, Susan.
it was bad.
I told Riley the other day, I think it was yesterday, I'm about 90 to 95% sure I might have got scratched around my kneecap area. And
He was
I don't
telling me
remember.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember like me scratching myself at any point since we've been there. And it would make sense to be in the spot it's in because, you know, I was sitting in the Essex method, I was sitting Indian style.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I guess that part of my leg area was like, you know, uncovered. So, I mean, it would make sense for it to be there. So, it's just weird.
Yeah.
And I know, like, when I first noticed, it was like, been just burning really bad.
Yeah.
So you don't remember when it happened?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't feel it at the time. I mean, I'm not. I don't want to say I'm 100% sure it happened, but I mean, I don't know what else it could be from because I haven't scratched myself any other time.
Yeah, you would have feel like you would have known it.
And I mean, nobody else has done it. Like I haven't been nowhere to get scratched in that area. So I don't know.
Yeah, without a doubt. Hey, Brad and Tiffany, thanks for hopping on. That guy, that heckler in the back of the crowd that said that's just age trying to hang with you young guys.
Hey.
Rody Chody. Ryan Rhodes. that's the heckler.
Oh, that's the Facebook user. That's the heckler right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, like I said, I kind of thought about that place this week. You know, when I said I ain't going back there, I ain't going back there. I don't have any need to go there. If we do go back there, here I am changing my tune. If we were to go back there, it would be to try to cleanse that place, just to see if we could change the feeling of it.
Oh, get my
just to see, you know, I don't know. Well, we're gonna have to get you a phone mount.
I know. I'm trying my best to keep it still, but it's not working out.
So, Rachel, you probably the house we're talking about is on 58, like heading from Snow Hill to Kinston, right past Dr. Ibegaboo, I think. I shouldn't give out the location, but it's right there in Kinston. The house is for sale. It's actually at the time when it was built, very nice brick house. Really, it was probably a real nice brick house, way ahead of its time. I mean, the house is probably 85, 90 years old, but there's been a lot of things happen in that house.
Yeah.
Hasn't been making for like 30 years at least.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you ride by when I what's up, David?
Oh, David's in.
David, you want a link to hop up here?
What's going on, David?
You're gonna watch and comment. So yeah, David was with us Saturday. We got David back for a little while. And he probably experienced some things he wasn't ready for because he hadn't been around a while. With that being said, him and Riley were actually the ones who went in the Hell House in Snow Hill. So he's seen some wild things, and I'm pretty sure this place brought back some memories of what y'all went through.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is probably not as bad.
It brought back some memories.
But yeah.
That's what me and David were talking about.
Yeah.
It brought back some memories.
So if you ride by that house, Rachel, now you probably know which one I'm talking about, or anybody else.
It's right in front of K-High.
The windows was beside K-High off to the side, but the windows are boarded up now to try to keep people out. I could search my phone. I have some. Well, I don't know if you have them, Dylan, but there's some crazy stuff painted on the walls in that place.
Oh, yeah.
Pentagrams,
and everything. All these like just dark messages.
Yeah, like that.
All kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like that on my forearm.
Kind of like that pentagram.
It is like that pentagram.
You got So he's on Twitch right now, so his phone's up there. So we ain't got to worry about him looking at it tonight. Every 10 seconds.
But yeah, as soon as we step in that house,
I got you,
I
David.
feel like a bad feeling.
What did you say?
David said he's going to be watching. There's a lot of noise where he's at.
Oh, okay.
David, we've already talked about, man, the feeling you had. I mean, as soon as you've never been to that house before, and the power inside was working on you the moment you went through the door. And honestly, I think it did all night long. David was in not trying to put David out there. We all kind of felt a little funky.
Emotional.
But David, man, it had him on his knees.
Yeah, he got the worst of it, especially during the Estes method. He seemed kind of out of it.
Yeah, Ryan, it's kind of back behind the East Coast wings, you'd say, out the back. Oh yeah, man, it's
You don't want to go there.
Behind it's like directly behind Bojangles, pretty much.
There hadn't been any electricity on that house in a long time.
Yeah.
We've had a sheriff, a deputy come in the store, a guy we know, talk to Riley, and he was like, man, y'all should go to that house. And he said, man, it's just some wild things happened there. He didn't know we had already been in it one time. This was just a few weeks ago. I think this is kind of what me and Riley were like, you know what, we need to go back in there when we get a break.
Yeah.
And we hadn't been anywhere since
Georgia,
since Savannah.
Yeah.
We hadn't been anywhere. Well, you went to Fort Macon a little bit, but we hadn't done anything. Yeah. But I'm gonna try to play. We'll run through some of this video if I can make it work. Let's see how it lets us add.
I'll say when we get to it, we should talk about all the responses we got when we did the Estes method. I mean, they were all kind of spot on to what was being asked and everything else.
You want me to wait for you? Go ahead.
I'm going.
All right, go ahead. He's gonna go take
Be right back, everybody.
He's gonna take care of some business.
Got some business came up and need to take care of.
I'm gonna see if this sharing it this way will work. That kicked us out. Let's see.
What?
So I got the screen right here. So this is a little bit of the video from the live. I went back through it. I'm gonna jump to some points on it just to show you guys, what we were experiencing and how it happened. Really from the moment that we got to this place. Right to start with, you see right here, the EMF meter spikes. This is the moment we walk in the back door. So there is no electricity in this house at all. Hasn't been any in years. And the device that Riley's holding in his hand, I'll pick up electromagnetic electricity.
EMF fields, or EMF detector.
So you look at that thing. So down in the bottom, when it spikes up,
going nuts. I mean, the only thing that can really affect it is like a cell phone, but I mean, even sometimes that don't even work effectively.
Sorry about some of the things. Look at it spiking. So I think this is just kind of
that's
just
why
spiking all the way up right here.
Now, was that in that room we were in?
We got a lot of noise. Everybody's talking, mostly me in the background. Sorry about that. No, that was actually in the hallway,
and
as we were just getting in there.
Yeah. I'd like to go back and see it play that loud bang that we picked up or got picked up. I'm sure that's in there somewhere when I was doing the Estes method.
All right. Yeah. So and I got on some of that. So right here at 2:20, when we started, you get a voice through the spirit box that said a demon is here. So I'll play that. I don't know if it's kind of hard to hear it. I wish I had some better volume.
Are you good on Mario Kart? Mom, if you're good, that means you can play. But if you're bad, you can. Are you good or bad? Mom, are you good or bad on Mario Kart?
So there it goes. It was immediately said a demon is here. So in the background, you can hear a REM pod going off right after the spirit box said a demon is here. And I'm jumping around. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna jump to some points so we ain't here all night long. I'm gonna go to 3:30. I'm gonna start it at like 3:20. Around 3 minutes 30 seconds. We got a on the spirit box. It said this is sacred ground. Very seldom do you get a sentence through the spirit box. But it said this is sacred ground, so I'm gonna speed it up. 3:30. I'll just go right there. So that's David, everybody. Just so everybody knows, you don't see a lot of. So check it out at 3:30. Listen, did you hear that? Sacred ground. Little did we know. I don't know how sacred it is. But I didn't really. Later on, I started thinking about it. What did it mean when it said sacred ground? Is it on a burial ground? Is this something we don't know about? What are you looking at?
That bug.
My man will go in any dark house. The scareder, the better. But let him see a bug or a spider. He's about to flip out right here beside me. Bless us.
Yeah.
Go in the house with about 5 demons, no problem. But when it comes to a spider, he loses it.
And look, I'm probably missing a few things. I'm just going to hit the high points. I know around 450 where we set up a laser grid in the front room. And what this thing does is put a lot of lines running each way. You can point it any direction you want. And if any type of, what do you call it, anything that passes in it that you and I can't see with our naked eye, it will pick it up.
If any kind of spirit gets within that laser grid, it'll pick it up on the chart on the back of the grid.
Yeah.
It'll show you exactly what location it's standing in within that grid.
So the funny thing about this grid is we were seeing some shadows walk around through the hall, but we could not catch them on video naturally. So really, without video evidence, I don't even like to talk about it. But all 4 of us at some point in time in that house saw a shadow pass by in the house. When I say shadow, I don't mean headlights or anything from an outside light source, because it's pitch dark, other than a light that we may have turned on every now and then to move around in the house because there's a bunch of trash in it. But anyway, the laser grid right here at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm hoping you can see it. It starts just.
Yep.
The blue lights on that thing are lit up.
I think it was mainly the upper left corner, right?
So at the same time, in the background, you heard, in the upper left corner, there was something move across this grid. I was out of place. I should have been closer with the camera, and I could have got an actual, like I'm doing now. I waited about 10 seconds too late to get there.
I think it was that same room. We had a REM pod in there also, and that was going off every so often in that same room.
With the REM pod too.
Uh-huh.
You see that chart?
So it's kind of the blue area was mapping out something over here on the left side, and kind of like in the corner of the room was moving. We couldn't see it at that moment. I probably should have immediately got the XLS or the SLS camera, and that was when we also got a name on the spirit box. This is where the name Kent came from. So we got the name Kent several times. Yeah, we had several orbs during the night. I'm going to move up to 10 minutes. So check it out at 10 minutes and 50 seconds. It tells us to take a picture. Did you hear that?
Did you notice what happened?
No.
What I said? It felt like a cold air just blew all over me. And as soon as I said that, it said, take picture.
So
put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, and I hadn't thought about that. But another thing we're experiencing, Dylan and I kept talking about it. The piece of equipment that I had in my hand was keeping up with temperature and spirit box.
One time it dropped like 10 degrees one time, I believe. It went from the house is like really hot, was hot in there. Temperature went from like 94 to 84 at one point in just that one area.
Yeah, I was looking at that comment. But yeah, it was 92 to 94 degrees in the house. But at that time, Riley starts talking about like he felt cool air. So we're in the house. There's no wind blowing, okay? It's 92, 93, 94. It changed in there. The temperature dropped to 84 degrees. It dropped like it might have been 92. So it dropped to 84. So it dropped 8 degrees all out of the blue.
A few times.
So when you experience a temperature drop, what do you think about?
You know that there's usually a spirit around.
Right? You could feel it too. Like you just stand in one spot and it's just like a cold chill just blowing or coming by you.
It's
I feel
called
it.
temperature fluctuations. Temperature fluctuations are put off by the paranormal very, very frequently.
Yeah.
In our time.
So what you were talking about, yeah. So that the spirit box come across and said, take a picture.
As soon as the temperature dropped, it came across and said, take a picture.
So yeah,
like something was trying to show itself.
So yeah, and really at that moment, it'd been nice if we'd snapped a picture.
Yeah.
You know, that quick, but the temperature's changing. The PMB unit's going off in another room. We hear the purge siren is a PMB unit, a unit we have in there that if it senses anything moving around it, naturally it starts going, and it's going crazy at the front door in the foyer area of this house.
Before we go any further, to validate what my dad and me were talking about at one time, to make this purge unit go off, it has to be a pretty strong spirit or entity, because me or my dad just messing with it will not go off for one of us with it.
You can walk around it and move around, it won't go off. So it's kind of like one of those things to start with. We were like, does this thing even work? Because I had it in the house. We were messing with it when we first got it, and I was like, this thing don't even work. But it does work. We learned that at the Georgia house.
So
I'm gonna move
the tripwire down, which we never did. But
oh yeah, that tripwire was crazy. So I'm gonna move up to. I'm gonna start it at 11 minutes into it. This is where Dylan about makes me mess my pants. So we're in the dark room, y'all. Just so you know it. So listen to what Dylan says. Yeah. Thank you, Dylan. So that was it. So naturally, I looked after I about broke my neck. I probably looked poltergeist, because I'm sure my head spun around on my shoulders.
Yeah,
Dylan said,
like something off the Exorcist.
Yeah, what's that shadow beside you, Greg? I'm like, damn, Dylan, come on, man. So yeah, I'm sure I'm skipping some things in here. I'm just trying to move along. So 28 minutes into it, there was a lot of things happening. We kept getting some orbs flying in the house. So I'm start somewhere in here. I wrote down a little something. Here the PMB unit going off in the background again.
That thing is definitely getting miles put on it.
So, it's gonna mess up the whole live, I bet. I wrote down 28 minutes. I don't know what happened in that time. Oh, we got the portal up at this time. We put the J portal up.
We got a lot of good responses out of that too. A lot of clear responses.
Yeah, the portal was on. So I'm still thinking about the name Kent, and we never really got anything after we first got the word Kent early on in the investigation. We never really got the word Kent anymore, but I was hung up on the word Kent for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move on up to 34. It already starts to warn us.
Something like that.
I'm going to speed it up. I don't like when I talk. Here we go. So listen at 36 minutes, 13 seconds. you hear that little kid? Just like a little girl talking. I don't know what we missed it. Yep. So right there, that was the first warning of the night. This is kind of where we ended last time we were there. I would love to know what that child said we heard.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, that was Run.
That kind of leaves me in the dust. I mean,
So yeah, that was our looking back. I think that was really one of the first warnings we got. So this time we'd been there about 40 minutes.
yeah.
I think that was the first warning, Dylan, that it was like you need to run. Then I think things kind of turned. I honestly feel like this is where I started getting the feeling that we were being played.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about it toward the end of this thing when I figured out, because we'll talk about it when we get there. So around 37 minutes, 28 seconds, we get a response through the portal. So we thought we heard the word Wanda, but here at 37:28, I think we're going to get something. Plain as day at 37:25, maybe. Did you hear that?
Yeah, help me.
So listen around 37:25. This is just as plain as you're going to get. Listen. Help me. Yeah, and I think, how many times did we get the word "help me"?
About 3 or 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, after that, man, it kept right on.
Yeah.
So seems like from right here, when David walked in, man, he got the sick feeling. He was in tears within 10 minutes of being there. He just said he could feel the weight on him. That something is like something was working on him. And I ain't calling him out, but I'll say somewhere around here, this is where David's on the floor right here. You can see him in the background, and man, it's working on him bad.
And man,
that was run again. Just so you know, that was the word run again. So we're being warned.
I've been in the same place David was in, right? Yeah, I've been in the same place David was in right there, and it takes a very seriously upset spirit or a very powerful spirit to make you want to be in tears in a house.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
It takes something seriously pissed off.
So at 41:10, listen at 41 minutes and 10 seconds, plain as day again. We're talking about David. Why? So listen at 41. Run. Run again. That's the second warning. That's the second time we got that. So now at 42 minutes and 10 seconds, I'm going to go to 41:58. Somewhere around 42 minutes, 10 seconds. Yeah, we were getting some wild. Get out now. After going back listening and we slowed it down, it was like we got run twice. Now it's get out now.
Yeah. It was definitely pretty crazy.
Some didn't want us there. That's for sure.
No, it didn't want us there, man.
We were not welcome at all.
Now, I think I'm making the whole live lag. Sorry, me trying to do Facebook and go through our video. I'm lagging the live, y'all. Sorry. 46 minutes and 33 seconds. We got the word help. Help me again. So how are we helping, man? First, you're telling us to run, get out now. Now help me.
Or it could be, I mean, something could be something there that's bad, and then maybe another spirit there that feels trapped, I guess. I don't know. But I know whatever is
So
there,
yeah, I'm talking in the back.
if there is
I'm talking
multiple, one of them definitely did.
temperature's moving again. Yeah. So we got to get out. We got to help. We got to help again. So this is kind of, to me, this is where things start getting a little.
Sorry, guys. I had to try to
I'm
adjust
looking
my
back at my
phone.
notes. So yeah. So 56 minutes. I'm gonna play. It seemed like there was something else I wanted to see.
Yeah.
So back in the laser grid room, grid started going off again, and we thought we saw a shadow in the room. My phone's getting to work out. Boy.
I know David said he saw one in the hallway at one point.
Yeah. I'm still hung up on Kent. Little did I know it was not a Kent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bump it on 4. We're still hooked up on that. REM pod just going off. So I missed that. So yeah, through the portal, evidently we got a little girl talking again. Just notice the whole time we're thinking about it, the little girl is what we're hearing. We're hearing a little girl talk over and over. There's the PMB units going off, purge in the background. Things are getting kind of wild right now, and we don't even realize it while we're there.
I don't know, David.
I'm gonna bump it up to 56 minutes somewhere in here. Come on, don't lag our life. Go draining battery. Yeah, if you do a comment,
Leave your name
yeah,
by the
pop
comment.
your name up there.
So we'll know who we're talking to.
All right, so we're coming up at a point where the first things happened to me that's happened to Dylan, my daughter, Riley, on multiple occasions. Something I wasn't really expecting. I was getting out the camera, XLS camera.
Let's see.
So about another minute.
I seen where some people said they can't hear the volume coming through the computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got it wide open. Sorry. Let me see. Yes, wide open. I have to work on that. I'm gonna bump it up. So here in about wrote down 56 minutes and 47 seconds. Oh, this is where Riley gets touched. This is where you get your shirt pulled right here. I was thinking it was me. Scrambling. Sorry. Oh, sorry for the language. So right at that moment, unexpectedly, Riley, he's right there beside me. So yeah, something flings the front of his shirt.
And there was nothing in front of me for it to get caught on.
So yeah, that was That was another wild moment.
Something pulled on my shirt, tugged it down towards the ground.
So yeah. So after that, Riley's battery was dying, and we jump over here. I'm gonna try to stretch it out. Maybe I can. Sorry, y'all, with the live. So as you can see, definitely, I'll start this part right here. Is where we start doing the Estes method. Dylan, you want to explain it so everybody will understand it? I keep doing it, but I want to make sure people understand what we're doing.
Yeah, so basically with the Estes method is basically a method of communication with spirits. And it's like a device, you have a spirit box and like a set of headphones that you put over your ears, and you hear nothing but static coming through the spirit box. And you have people around you ask questions, and when the questions get asked, you just basically respond back with whatever answer comes through the headset, which is basically just how it works.
So yeah, and just to be clear, so during this, Dylan is wearing headphones tight on his head, and the volume is turned up very loud on the spirit box he's hooked up to. So I mean, a tornado could come by or something crazy loud. He would never know it. All he can hear, he can't hear us or anything around him. His eyes are closed. He's blindfolded. He doesn't know what's going on. He just knows he doesn't hear us asking questions. So we'll start. So I'm gonna start it at I think at 5 minutes 10 seconds is where we start the Estes, and it's kind of quiet for a few minutes. I also have the XLS camera, and we see some orbs going through it on the camera. So right there, Dylan gets the right to start with. So we're right into it, and he gets hear me. And we hadn't even asked a question at this time. I don't know if it was telling me basically shut up because I'm sitting here talking and hear me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it saying, hey, man, shut up, old man, and listen to me?
Shut up, old man.
So, yeah. So I'm going to go. So at 5:40, listen to the question I asked, and you'll hear an answer. So at 5:50, listen. So basically we said, is there a little girl here with you, Kent? Is what I'm thinking, still in Kent. And Dylan gets a yeah. So that, just so you know, this is not staged in any way. Dylan can't hear anything we're saying. This really worked good in Georgia too. Man, we got a lot in Georgia. We probably should go through it and do a little more editing like this. So this is at just a few seconds later. We're trying to figure out, okay, so there's a little girl here. How old are you, little girl? You can read the captions. Are you alone? I'm asking. How old are you? Plain as day, Dylan, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's at 11.
11 is plain as day.
Yeah.
So naturally, here we are. We're thinking. So we think we got a Kent. Now we got a little girl. And really, what's happening is the same thing that happened to us in Georgia. It was like we had a poltergeist / demon playing us, making us think there's a little girl there, being all nice and cozy, and the whole time it's messing with us, man.
It's all part of their MO.
So really, things started going downhill for us. I'm gonna go to 8 minutes. I'm gonna go to 7:50. But I'm standing over here I'm moving. I'm leaning on the wall. I haven't moved. And you'll hear. You can't hear it as good as what we heard. I felt the floor move. Everybody that was with us, Dylan's in the middle of the floor. He's sitting on the floor. He feels the floor move. I'm leaning on the wall, and I feel like something is on the wall behind me.
Yeah.
Riley's beside me. David's on another wall, but the wall behind me, I feel like somebody just took a 2x4 and slammed it up against the wall in the hall right behind me, almost to the point. Looking back, Dylan, now I feel like it was after me. So here shortly, I'm gonna get touched. Riley's already been touched, but I'm on the other side of this wall, and something knocks the crap out of the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, sends chills down my spine. Little do I know how I had no idea the way things are going to start happening now. It's already happening, but while we're there, we don't realize it. So, yeah. So we got to 11. So I'm gonna bump it up to about 750, and I hope you can hear it. It's so hard to hear, and it's sad because it was very loud. Boom! Did you hear that? So it doesn't. Looking up here, it doesn't seem quite as loud, but it's thrown me off now. I'm like, who did that? We're the only ones here. So listen again. Around 8 minutes. Boom. It was loud. It shook all of us, y'all. We felt it.
I could feel the vibration through the floor. That's how
bad
it was.
So we're all looking at each other and said, what happened? And I'll be honest, you hear me, it kind of got away with me. The hair standing up on my arm because I felt it leaning on the wall. Right, got Riley too. That was loud. So you're standing right beside me, and we're moving. And
No.
so it asked right then. So after it banged the wall, Dylan's still doing the Estes method. Other than feeling something, he still has no clue what we're experiencing.
Right when that bang happened and I said I got a sickening feeling, that's when whatever in the heck made that noise did this number right here to my stomach.
Not only that,
twisted it in a knot.
But what Dylan just said.
What?
He said, "Did you see me?" So we heard the bang. We're all freaking out. What the heck was that? And Dylan, he gets it. Did you see me? It's plain as day. And we're sitting here like, heck no, we didn't see you. But we damn sure know you're here.
Damn sure.
For sure. We're feeling it. You know, and at this point, I ain't going to lie. It's getting my attention.
Yeah.
So we move. I'm moving. I actually have the XLS camera in my hand at this time. So I start moving around. I go look down the hall with the camera because I'm like, dude, if something's back there in the hall behind me, maybe we'll catch it.
Yes.
I'm like, is that you, little girl?
I'm thinking that sounded a lot heavier than a little girl.
So yeah, that "did you see me" was kind of tough. I'm looking down the hall with the camera. We're asking it, can you bang the wall again? T&B is going off again in the background. So at 9:50, you'll hear. Remember us from the last time we were here. So I mean, it was like right on command. We got yes. Spider-Man going off back there, Andy.
Oh yeah. Just said about something.
So yeah, I said,
Thank you.
I said,
Think
do
he's
you
losing to
remember?
Mario
Do you
Kart.
remember us from the last time? Dylan immediately got a yes. It remembers us. So at 10:15. So just remember, we're going back. Riley's I've got touched. We've had the wall banged on. David's sick on his knees. He'd been in tears. It's already told us how many times. Basically, run, time to go. But this is what gets me right here. So I'm going through my notes. So yeah, it remembers us from last time. I'm playing you basically is what I'm thinking. It's got us. So at 10:15, I'm just gonna play it from here. I'm moving. So you see me straight across on the camera. I'm gonna go over here and lean on this wall. That's me in the background. So right there, the question is that you, blah, blah, blah. And it's the first time, I don't know. We've heard other guys talk about being cussed at, and I don't mean really
all out cuss that.
who was
Hey.
that's what I'm asking you, but golly.
We've heard it on TV, cuss that, but like.
Anyway, I ask a question and flat out the answer is asshole. so I'm thinking that at this point, I'm thinking this thing's after, it's kind of after me. It just called me an asshole. Not the first time I've been called that. Probably once or twice today. So I'm asking, who you calling that? Duh, he just called me that. So around 11 minutes, man, about 30 seconds, it'd be the first time I got touched by spirit, and I actually realized it. So I'm leaning on the wall in the background. Yep. So right there. So we're kind of pushing this thing, man. We're like, tell us your name. Who was that? And it just showed us again, man. I at this point in time, we were provoking. I ain't proud of it, but at this time, it's the first time I've been touched. But we were pushing this thing. It's already banged the wall. I mean, everything's starting to go downhill.
Almost. I mean,
I'm making noise. Riley moved
not
the
right to
camera.
provoke, but I think at the same time, it's like when we're being talked to the way we're being talked to, or y'all are being talked to that way. It's like you can only, withstand so much.
So did you hear that?
So
same time. So right after I got touched, Dylan gets to work. Hey, listen. Did you hear that? 8 seconds after I get touched, Dylan gets C. In other words, did you see? I'm showing you that I'm here. So man, it just it kind of rolls on after that, but I'm gonna stop it at that, man.
The proof's in the pudding right there.
That's that was enough for me. So after that, man, and we still got some more. David started. We let Dylan got wore out. David started doing the Estes, but after I got touched, man, it was right on telling us everything.
Yeah.
Well, when David started doing it, we got words like Satan, stop, and basically, how we at one point in time we all started saying the Lord's Prayer. I think after that, that's when we started getting all those negative, even more negative, responses.
And I'm sure I can move forward on the live.
Satan.
Yeah, and find that, man. Yeah. You're right. So we were trying to figure out. So at this point, we're noticing that, hey, man, this ain't no little girl. This is a demon. We feel like definitely a poltergeist because it's banging the walls, it's pulling my shirt.
So we started fighting fire with fire.
So Dylan was like, you know what? I know how we can find out if it's a demon or not. We'll say the Lord's Prayer. We said the Lord's Prayer. And while we were saying the Lord's Prayer, I thought it was David was doing the Estes at that time. And man, it started getting foul in there.
He said something like in the middle of us saying it, but I don't think we could make out what he said. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't anything good.
No.
I don't remember what he said. I couldn't hear over us talking.
So yeah.
He said, "Stop it," a handful of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christine. I'll start looking at the comments again. Hey, Jessica, thank you for hopping up here. Our biggest fan.
Jessica, Dylan,
Yo.
tell Jessica hey.
Hey,
Jessica's up here. So yeah, man, that was but like you said, it went downhill quick, and I think we were all kind of getting shook up a little bit. We're usually all pretty level-headed. I think we are. We do good for the places that we've been and a few things we've been through, but just so you know, yeah, you don't have to drive 6 hours to find this kind of activity.
Right down the road.
It's 15 minutes from our house.
Mm-hmm.
So, man,
I think we've gotten more activity there than we have most other places. 6 or 7 hours away.
Hey, and it was a lot cheaper,
which is crazy. Oh yeah. So
yeah, David did the Estes, and man, it was to the point after we said the Lord's Prayer, and we started getting all kinds of words. It got nasty, y'all. I mean, really. How do you say it? I mean, it got
downright nasty.
It kind of got like in a movie. You watch these scary movies, and you're like, man, that's all made up. But after we started saying the Lord's Prayer, and we were saying, hey, man, we believe in God.
It became a little more real.
We pushed the Lord down its throat, and it didn't like it at all, man. It got nasty. And David was on the floor with headphones in his ears, not knowing what we're doing. And it was almost like it kind of, I told Dylan, I was like, and Riley, I was like, man, we probably need to quit. Because when I looked on the floor, David, he was already emotional that night, Saturday night. But
hyperventilating.
Man, it was like he started having trouble breathing. So he's actually taking the brunt of all the stuff that we're starting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not knowing he's like, damn, what's going on here? But it was us. It was us. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild Saturday night.
Yeah. He's probably thinking, I'm gonna rattle Riley's bag next time I see him for that.
So that's twice we've been there. And I said the other night I wouldn't go back. I'm not going back. But something kind of inside me wants to go back just a hair.
Yeah.
Just a hair, and just
I have a feeling I want to go back.
Yeah. No telling what would happen if we go back though. Might even be.
No, if I go back, we'll be some. I'm scared to take Sage in there. I'm scared I'll burn the house down. Because I told Riley this week, I was like, the only thing that needs to happen to that house, it needs to be burnt down.
Yeah.
What's even wilder, y'all, is this same house has a basement in it. We can't get to. There's 2 foot of water in that basement right now.
Yep.
It's wild. I guess, with no electricity, no sump pumps working all this time, it's just full of water.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a wild place, man. You probably could make a movie right there.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get with Alexis and Mark.
Yeah.
And say, hey man, we got a new place for you to try out.
Got a project for you.
Maybe we start start taking people in there. I don't know, man. I feel like it was kind of after me. I ain't gonna lie. Because when it banged that wall, everybody felt it. But when it banged that wall, it felt like it was right behind my head on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
It was wild. Then I go squat down on the floor. I get called an asshole. Then I squat on the floor, and for the first time, I get my shirt pulled, man. And it wasn't no little tap. I try. Look, here I am. I like to debunk things. I'm like, there's no way you just got your shirt pulled. So, and it was on my right side. My left side was close to the wall. Nothing on the right side of me but open air. There's no way nothing, and I'm sitting there squatted holding the camera. There's no explanation other than it said, hey, asshole. I'm here. And then it said, see? You said, Dylan said he heard the word see. And I'm thinking, I don't see, but buddy, I know you're here. I'm feeling it now. So, yeah, what a wild Saturday night. That's my story. Yeah, I don't know, Christina. I don't know. We've thought about it too. What would we get in the basement, But I got some pictures on my phone. I'm going to post them this week. I'm going to post some pictures tomorrow. I'll get Riley to post them of some, when we went in the house during the broad daylight. Actually, some of those symbols on the wall, I'm unfamiliar with some of that stuff. I've said it before. I feel like it's like a cult has been in there. Some type of seance type stuff. Maybe witchcraft. I don't know. Some wild stuff's going on in that house.
There's Aquarian stars all in the first room you walk in the back of the house.
What was in the bathroom when you walk in above the bathtub?
There was more. Another occult sigil.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of. There's some wild sayings in there. Definitely negative toward Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it says. Something about Jesus when he caught my eye. I don't know. Anyway, so what's next? What we doing next?
And I wanted to bring up a little bit of the fall schedule we got.
Well, we ain't got a schedule yet, but we got some places we're going to try to work out all our schedules.
I wrote down a few of the places we're going to hit in the fall coming up. More out of town places.
This joker wants to go out of town. He loves to go out of town. 15 miles from the house, I can get him scared. He get all the scaredness he wants. This joker wants to spend $1,000 and he wants to drive 8 hours, Dylan. Bad. Me and Dylan has a family at home. I got a family. We ain't getting paid to do this.
I'll be on the road with you.
I understand that. This dude he likes to go.
Be a little bit easier if we were getting paid to do it.
No doubt. We're working on it. We're working on it. That would be the ultimate goal to everybody. Just so you know, we're pushing you guys, everybody watching, you can share it. A lot of people, local people, they ain't studying this. They think we're crazy. But you can actually make a living doing this. There's people who get paid mighty well. To do this.
We know a few.
Yeah, we know a few. We can do the same. They do nothing any different than we can do. But as social media it's growing. Don't get me wrong, but YouTube's got to roll. You got to have some serious editing team, people helping you edit and do things, because we can edit some of the video we got, and I promise you, some of the stuff we have that we haven't even shown is if not just as good or better than people who are getting filthy rich on TV doing it.
Yeah.
And we've experienced it, and heck, we're all really still new to it. There's no telling where to go, but I'd like to see it go. I'd like to see it get there.
I'd love to see it go.
And I think it will. We'll keep pushing. We'll just see where it goes. Slow and steady.
Wins the race every time.
That's what they say.
You can bet bottom dollar on that. But I'm going to give you.
Give it to us.
I'm going to give you 3 or 4 of the hints on locations that we will be trying our best to visit this fall.
Bring it to us quick, too.
The first one being the Conjuring House in Rhode Island.
Man wants to conjure. He wants to conjure.
Then it will be Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky.
Which is how big? How many acres is that place, man? Everybody knows about the Conjuring House, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's the latest craze right now. Everybody going to the Conjuring House.
If you don't know about it, you live under a rock.
Yeah.
I looked on the schedule. Was there anything we talked about trying to set up something for later on? I say later in the fall. The fall's getting here now.
They had a December time, and
Yeah, we ain't going Christmas week.
No.
I ain't going to the Conjuring House during Jesus' birthday.
yeah,
You kidding me?
that does make pretty good sense. I hadn't thought about it like
I
that.
guess there is an opening that week. Week of Christmas. Yeah. No, we ain't going. We're not going. You can scratch that one on that week. But yeah, the Conjuring House. Dylan's ready to spend the night in that room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you sleep in there in the rocking chair room at Savannah House, you'll have no trouble with the Conjuring House. I promise.
Gosh, what was the name of that one I wrote down?
So Waverly Hills, the sanatorium, and what's the other place in Kentucky that
Bobby Mackey.
Bobby Mackey.
We are going to be going to that one too.
I mean, if you follow any of the shows on TV that you see, you know these people are going there. So I feel like I've seen it, haven't been there, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I want to do something nobody else is doing.
They got to pay the networks pay for all these places they go. They ain't got to drop a dime on them.
Yeah, they ain't paying for it.
No.
Yeah.
That's right. We're gonna have some fundraisers down south supernatural fundraisers. We're gonna have to get Riley in the Duncan booth or something.
Yeah. If it'll help down south out, I know it. They can dump me underwater. I don't care.
God.
Oh, and another place that I jotted down in Tennessee, I came across something a little different. It's called the Hell's Bar Dam. It's an old dam they used to use, I believe, in the Civil War times. They used to use it for transportation.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So we are going to Tennessee in October. So like I said it a few weeks ago, we're going to try to find somewhere. We're going to hit a few places. We'll be there a week. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we want to do, Christina. We've thought about that. She's talking about, any way to put some feelers out to get suggestions of haunted places that basically a lot of people don't know about. I know somebody posted this week about, and they always post in old houses and properties on
Lydia's Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is another
for
one
last
we'll be going
month.
to.
It's
Yeah,
only like a 2.5 hour drive.
How far?
Like 2.5 hours, I think. Something like that.
He called the people at the store. What's the store we were going to?
Yeah.
Madison Dry Goods.
Yeah, he called.
Yeah.
If any of you seen some of the TV shows, there was a big deal happened at Madison Dry Goods in Madison, North Carolina.
I'm supposed to be calling back Saturday to talk with the boss man.
I don't know what happened. At one time, they were letting people go in there and do a lot of investigations.
Yeah.
There you
on
go.
Netflix too. It's on a TV. It's on a TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, Dylan.
That's where I discovered it.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it.
28 Days Home.
Yep. I watched that, and that's where I discovered that. So.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about it until then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I saw this week, and they do a good. It's the I can never think of it. Haunted, the Pamlico, Haunted Pamlico.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christina, you read my mind. That Diamond City. That's what I was thinking the other day. I saw that post about that place. It was basically, golly, I'm guessing. I'm not sure exactly. Not in Williamston, somewhere up that way. Christina's probably not far from you. A place that they called it Diamond City. It was a place. It was like a little town on its own. I think they had a wood mill there, like building products, different things they were doing in there as a community. And I think it's basically abandoned now. And I'm sure people talk about how haunted it may be. So I don't know. I think now it's like from what I read, it was on a hunting. Yeah, we've been to the Devil's Tramping Ground, Brad. Actually, Dylan and I have not. But Riley's been twice to the Devil's Tramping Ground, and yeah, there's some activity there.
Thanks, COVID.
Farm Life. Is that where it's at? Okay, so the Diamond City be interesting, but from what I understand, you might be trespassing now if you go on it. I think a hunting club may own it.
Where?
The Diamond City. She said it's in Farm Life, North Carolina.
What is Farm Life?
What's the community? I guess small town, but that's where it's at. The Diamond City is the name. With what used to be a place that they're saying it's haunted. I guess there's some buildings. It's probably real grown up now. I bet Chip's probably been there.
Probably so.
I'm sure he does. Chip gets around.
Yeah, he does.
He knows a lot of people too.
I feel like another good place would be maybe like Bath. Kind of
Yeah.
back in
Bath,
the day.
yeah,
Blackbeard and them sailed through there, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
So you know there's some history in that town.
So it is part of Williamston. I knew it was up that way. I just wasn't sure. I've heard of it before, but it's never crossed my mind until I saw that post this week. It posted a real old house. That Pamlico, haunted Pamlico, they post some really cool pictures of old places.
Yeah.
That naturally, as soon as you see it, you're like, dude, I want to go investigate that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anybody, you see some places that we don't know about, we say it all the time. If you see some places you want us to go, let us know.
Post it on our page.
Yeah, send us a message.
Yeah.
Somebody will see it pretty darn quick. We want to go. We'll go. We'll go check it out, especially the local stuff.
I think whoever posts it's got to be accepted, but we'll accept it as long as obviously appropriate and paranormal related. But yeah, if anybody's got any suggestions, just let us know. Put it on our page, and we'll make sure to post it.
Oh wow! So it must be spread out. She said they were in there. Said there's a lot of paths in there. It must be really grown up. Diamond City place.
Yeah.
She said they got lost in there for 3 hours. Some friends of hers got lost in there.
Oh, crap.
They eventually came out in Washington. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. That is kind of wild.
Well, man, little man started school this week.
Look, they want to come. They want to see you.
What's happening, my man?
Hey, buddy.
How was school?
Good.
Good.
I'm in
You got a
first.
girl-
I'm in
I
first.
know. You got a girlfriend yet?
What'd you say?
You
got a girlfriend yet?
Yeah.
Oh no!
no.
Oh no! We got to keep our eye on you.
Oh yeah. Well, past my bedtime. I'm about to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to go to bed too.
That's what I always look like at school when I do my All About Me Bed.
What?
I was like, hey, baby.
Oh yeah. I see that.
You got anything else?
I think that's about it. What do you think, Dylan?
I think we covered pretty much everything. I mean, we had a pretty good night tonight.
I don't know how professional it was the way we went through the video, but it was better not going through the video.
Yeah. I just wish they would have had sound. I mean, I couldn't hear anything either.
Oh,
But
really?
I just didn't know if it was just me. I didn't know if everybody else could hear something, if it was just my phone. But I started noticing people commenting saying they couldn't hear nothing. So
I'm sorry because sitting here on the computer, we could hear it. So I'll work on that. Next time I do that, I'll make sure we have I'll make sure we got some kind of speaker. I guess I could have hooked the speaker up to the laptop and played it back in the microphone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't realize that. Sorry, y'all. There was I was trying to commentary through it for those of you that couldn't hear. But anyway, we'll work on that. Sorry, my apologies. But the evidence is there. We got some evidence. So that's pretty. I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
But I'm done, man. I appreciate y'all hopping on.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Share it out. Tell us where you'd like to see us go. We'll go. We ain't got no problem. We'll go.
That's man.
And before we close it out for tonight, remember, we need this.
Monster Energy sponsorship. He's trying to get it.
We need that sponsor.
All right.
I'm on the table.
I see Spider-Man on the table.
Yeah. Oh God.
So if you guys know anywhere you'd like to see us go, let us know. We'll go.
Just inbox.
We'll do it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Glad you could get up here, Dylan. Thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Clean it up.
And I reckon that we're gonna close this down for tonight until next week. I reckon y'all catch us at the Down South out.
Out.
Thank you.
Huh?
Later.
What did you say?